both at Enmore, at Rosal, and at Skeldon. The lives of you workers are not secured. In 2015, when the coalition government took over, immediately after that, we saw the closure of Wales Estate. Without engaging the union, they made that decision, affecting lives of thousands of families, directly and indirectly. Wales Estate was once a very bright spot, like this village here. But if you go there now, you will hardly see people walking in the streets. The businesses are no longer operating. People are not sending their children to school because they don't have the money to send them to school. And so people are scattered elsewhere seeking jobs, working for little and nothing. Then in 2016, the day before All Year's Day, the government invited GAWU, NASI, the other union, they invited the ISUPO, and they had representatives of the government, about 8 ministers. And at that meeting, they told us about their plans. As a matter of fact, they gave us a document stating the closure of Enmore, the closure of Rosal, and the selling out of Skeldon. They asked us to respond. But how can we respond when we were only given that document on the same day of the meeting? So we asked them for some time. We also asked them about a social impact study, if that was being done, to ascertain or to know how many lives will be affected, how many families are living in the communities that are surrounding the estates, how many children will be affected by not going to school, the businesses, how many people owe mortgages. We asked them for that study. They ignored the union. We also gave them a number of things that they can do in order for sugar to survive. But lo and behold, the government did not listen to the union's proposal. They went ahead and announced the closure of Rosal and Enmore and the selling out of Skeldon. Now, if you can remember, through the electronic media or probably the print media, that just as the government took over, they set up a commission of inquiry to look into the industry. And the report of that commission never mentioned the selling out of any estates or the closure. But lo and behold, after spending millions of dollars, the government decided to ignore that recommendation, that report from the commission, and go ahead and announce this here. Now, the only how you would experience those kind of things, that if you live in that community, like what is happening to the comrades from Wales, they are suffering in Wales right now. You just imagine that tomorrow you wake up and say, you know what, I cannot go to work. On Friday coming, there is no pay for me to go to the pay office to receive. Imagine today's your last day and you're going to tell your colleague that I'll be seeing you sometime, but not at the job work site. Imagine that the factory is not going to throw the smoke. And that is what is happening. There is fear. There is fear in those workers. Not only the workers, but the families and people that is living in the community, the business people, the taxi drivers, the barbers, the vendors who sells in the market. All those persons will be affected. Their lives will be ruined. This is a personal vendetta against sugar workers who are noted for their militancy. And we need to come out in numbers in order to stop this from happening. We cannot stay at home and say, well, we're hoping for the best. We need to show some sort of resistance. The government does not care. It clearly shows they don't care. They made a promise to you for 20%. They said sugar is too big to fail. What is happening now? We don't see any one of the ministers. We don't see the Chief Executive Officer, Errol Hanuman, coming in the communities where sugar workers are living to explain to them the reason or what is going to happen next. They're sending the stooges. They're sending the people under them. We're not seeing the directors of Daisuku here. We're seeing the area manager. He's the one that is going around with his team. I'll mention his name, Mr. James Suku and others. They're going and telling the people, but we'll provide job for you here, there, and everywhere. That is a lie. For example, at Rose Hall, they're talking about the closure, but they're not talking about the severance pay for the people, which is according by law. They're forcing the people from Wales to go to work on another estate, and by law you cannot go, you cannot force that person in excess of 10 miles. They're above the law. Those 375 people are going to lose all their benefits, their severance pay that they've toiled for through all their lives. Many of us here, the only thing we know is how to work around sugar, the culture of sugar, to throw the fertilizer, to harvest the cane. These are the kind of work that we know about. We are not tradesmen, just a handful of us. Where will we find jobs? Because businesses will be closed. The businessmen don't want us there because they will have to find other venues, other ventures. Comrades, don't believe that if they said that they're going to sell out Skelden, there is betterment for any of us here. There is no guarantee that how Skelden will keep in sugar. None. We cannot say for sure that sugar will be maintained at Skelden. Because if I'm a businessman, I will put the profit before the people. Because that is what businessmen normally do. They need a profit to sustain themselves. Any businessman. And if I got 100 people working in the factory, I will just need 20 of them. I will just need 20 of them. The rest will have to go. And those 20 don't believe that the salary that you're earning now, you will continue to earn that. Because they're going to pay you probably the minimum wage. And all your benefits that you're getting, the clothes, the long boots, whatever the cane, knives and so on, you might very well have to purchase those things because it's a private man. Find your tools and come to work. So many changes will happen. They already get rid of the fertilizer from the barn. They already get rid of the spray gang.
Tambron.
They sent away 8 tractors from Skelden. And so many other things, the material to make the pumps, they're getting rid of all those things. If you're selling Skelden and you want to go into sugar, the man who's going to buy it needs those same materials and you sell it as is, where is. That is how you do it. You don't get rid of the materials because when that person would need those materials, what will you do? Where will you get the material to go and work? There's a rippling effect. And it will take its toll on your children and grandchildren. They will not have jobs. Those of you who are about to get your pension, what will happen to you? Those of you who do not make the pension contribution, what will happen to you? When you reach the age of 60, you don't have a pension to get from the NIS. You don't have anything to get. And you don't have anything to get from the estate as well. Where are you going to turn to? How many of us going to live until we reach 65 to get a minimum pension? Or the government pension, I should say. Think about it. Think carefully about it. So many things will happen to you. You will be affected in a very big way if we allow them to sell Skelden. If we allow them to close Rose Hall. If we allow them to close Enmore. Because the people from the other estates will come to find jobs where you are living. There will be mass migration. We should not sit down and say, oh, let it happen as it's supposed to happen, or let them do what they want. We don't go down like that. We cannot allow them to do it. Comrades, we need to come out in numbers. We need to stage protests. We need to stop what is going on. We need to let our voices be heard through the media and internationally. Already we are having international support. Already we are having international support. And I can tell you this here now. There is division in the government. Because while people were quiet when they heard about They're selling out of Skelton and the closure of the other estates. Now, a number of people in the government are saying we should not do this. If you go to Rosal, the Providence area, you have one house here, you have one till over there. You don't have businesses there. And not only will the businesses affect on that particular estate and the communities, it will reach as far as New Amsterdam and Skelton. Because the people from West Berbice come to Skelton to buy things to go and sell groceries, etc., etc. And when those estates are closed and those businesses cannot function as it is now, then this business in your community will not function. So your children and you would not have jobs. It's a rippling effect. Think about it. There are so many people you have to pay the light bill, the phone bill, the water rates. You got to send the children to school. And sugar workers. I came from sugar. My father, he got pension from sugar. My grandparents, my brothers and sisters work on the estates. They depend on this. And you know how we live? We live on a paycheck to paycheck basis. We go, we take grocery from the store, we owe them so much money, and then we can repair, we take back again. Many of us are doing that. This is how we live. We come from sugar. We are in sugar. But they're going to take this away from us. So when you go next week and the man here that they go close, you can say, but you got to cut it, the stocks you take in. You got to cut it. Because you would not be able to pay. At the end of the day, when you look at those mouths that you have to feed, a man will do what it takes to feed his family. And that will resort to crime. Because if I see you selling something, I can go and steal from you. I will go and steal from you because I got to maintain my family. They have to eat. And when you catch me, and if I got something in the hand, you will have to face the penalty. Something has to happen. It's either you or me. So the police got more work. This is the kind of effect it will have. We have to think about it hard and long. We have to think about it. We have to strategize and come up with ideas as how we can turn the minds of these people. The pensioner that sits at the helm of Daisuku, he get 2 first-class tickets to go to England. And he works big. He got millions of dollars per month. And that dog is making the decision for you. He's saying some of you work $2 million, average of $2 million per year. I don't know where you do maths. I don't know where the dog come from. He was a pensioner, he's a pensioner. But this is the kind of people that we have on top there that is ruining thousands of lives. It is time that we stand up. It is time that we come out in numbers. And I urge you to let your voices be heard. Give the support. Give the support to the kind of rally and the publicity so that it can catch the eyes internationally. Not only those people who don't care about us. So comrades, this afternoon, my final plea to you is to come out in numbers, to stand strong, to defend what your foreparents, what your parents, your grandmother, grandfather, whoever it is, toiled for. Let it not go down in vain. We need to stand strong. Because believe me, you're only hearing from us what is going to happen when you experience it. And if we allow it to happen, we are answerable to our children. Because we're going to tell them that we stood idly by and let it happen without putting up a fight. This is my message to you this afternoon, comrades. Thank you.